Okay, so today we have Damaged Goods by Gang of Four. Now, this band, multiple songs have been requested by this band, and finally I'm coming to them today. And like I said, I'm going with Damaged Goods here. I first listened to them, I believe this is their debut single. So, anyway, let's get into it, talk about it after. And my first listen to Gang of Four, who again has been requested quite a bit. Okay, so my goodness gracious, Damaged Goods by Gang of Four. Mouth is dry. Anyway, so I was, like I said, with this band here, coming into this, I knew they were a UK post-punk band. And again, they've been requested by many people, and I thought, well, they must be good. And I have to agree. Yeah, I really enjoyed this track. I really enjoyed, from the top, John King on vocals here, his snarl, his kind of almost way of he wasn't speaking because he was singing, but like it was kind of like, I don't know, very confrontational. He didn't start off in your face as much as he finished. It kind of finished the song off. He was kind of a bit more in your face. Kind of was a slow build up to him being kind of just more fed up with everything. So I really enjoyed that. But again, he had such a his voice was so punk. It just sounded so so punky, whatever. And again, this band, they had that kind of, obviously post-punk, that kind of punk feeling, but also a bit funky as well, as what I took from this. And yeah, it was just very groovy. And you're talking about some grooves and such. Obviously, with how the song starts off with that guitar riff and that bass as well, kind of Dave Allen on bass guitar and Andy Gill on guitar here. They were just so in sync with each other. And I mean, Dave Allen, the bass work here was just so prominent, so in your face as well, and unmissable on that point as well. But I just love when the bassist almost sounds like a lead guitar or something. When the bass is so prominent in a song, and this was one of those times again. I just really enjoyed that. But again, Andy Gill was obviously brilliant as well. And I believe Andy Gill, if I saw correctly, yes, he passed away in 2020. So yeah, and he also did the backing vocals here with John King, and I liked how he was kind of backing up John during those parts, which again we'll get to the lyrics in a bit. But yeah, and also Hugo Burnham on drums, and the drumming, of course, it starts off like I said with Andy and Dave, and then the drums come in a little bit later, and the drums are kind of sparse, I want to say, and kind of simple but effective, and I feel like it is kind of like I talked about, the song is kind of in your face, but at the same time, you could tell these guys were young. You could tell that they were starting out, because again, this I believe was their debut single. And yeah, I just got that sense. And again, I just love when that happens. I guess I love hearing a band like this for the first time. Again, this is from like '78 or whatever. But like, yeah, you could just hear their youthfulness, and you could hear it in John's voice too. His passion, his fire. He was They were ready to take on the world, kind of a thing. And yeah, they were a gang of four. I mean, my goodness gracious. So anyway, I thought it was good. And again, it just sounded so real, so raw, and emotional as well. And that's the whole thing. It was honest. You could tell these guys weren't bullshitting about what they were talking about. I don't know. That's just what really came across to me. But anyway. And like I was talking about, the song being kind of a thing about a relationship and all this stuff. So anyway, I want to get to these lyrics with the first verse, of course. So the change will do you good. And again, I don't know. I just really love the way that John was delivering some of these lyrics. But anyway, I always knew it would. Sometimes I'm thinking that I love you, but I know it's only lust. And again, the way he says sometimes I'm thinking that I love you. If you have to think about it, I guess, you probably, because again, love, I guess, is a feeling, that kind of a thing, if we're going to get deep. And again, you're thinking about love. Do I like her or not? That kind of a thing. It's like, I think I like her. So it's just like, I don't know, it's not as concrete as saying I love you, Anyway. And then it goes on, your kiss is so sweet, your sweat so sour. Now, I love that line, your sweat so sour, because you don't hear too many people talk about somebody else's sweat, about your partner's sweat. And when you really enjoy your partner's sweat, you really enjoy that partner. But anyway, yeah, so I just really dug that line. I don't know if you could tell when I was listening to it. I think I said the word sweat after he said it, because again, once, I don't know if this guy's tasting her sweat or what, but I mean, that's dedication. Anyway, and it goes on again with that second verse. Your kiss so sweet, your sweat so sour. Sometimes I'm thinking that I love you. So again, it's just like, sometimes I'm thinking I love you, but I know it's only lust. The sins of the flesh are simply sins of lust. Again, talking about lust here so much. Sweat's running down your back. Sweat's running down your neck. Again, he's really into the sweat stuff, and I don't blame him. Heated couplings. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that, but my dog's having a little time there. Heated couplings in the sun, or is that untrue? Colder couplings in the night, never saw your body. Now, in these parts here, or is that untrue, and never saw your body? I want to say that must be Andy who was doing the backing vocals in that one. And again, I just loved how, that came behind John. Again, just so, you could tell these guys were just so British as well, those accents, obviously. But anyway, he goes on again, your kiss so sweet, your sweat so sour. Those lines are really in here. Sometimes I'm thinking that I love you, but I know it's only lust. The change will do you good. Now, again, we're talking about change here. But again, the way he's talking about this being kind of a financial transaction, it just, so we're talking about change in that way in money, and then also change in the other way of, changing whatever in your life. So I just love how they use these words for, two meanings in a way. The change will do you good. And then you want the bridge, damaged goods. Send them back. Send them back. I can't work. I can't achieve. Send me back. Open the till. Give me the change. You said you would do me good. Behind the cost. You said you're cheap, but you're too much. Now, I also had to burp. But obviously, with that bridge there, this is the whole meaning of the track. I mean, this is what we're talking about with talking about this relationship in a way of a transaction, and I just love how, I don't know, I just found it funny, I guess, but, just how nonchalant he is about this. Send them back. I can't work. I can't achieve. Send me back. Open the till. Again, he says, send me back too. So he's, in a way, I guess they're saying, like, I'm also a problem. We're both the problems in this relationship. It's just like, I guess neither of them lived up to their perceptions or their what the hell is the word I'm looking for? Neither of them lived up to the expectations. There it is. I guess that they thought love was about. And again, maybe I'm just way off, but that's what comes to my head. And yeah, that they're both just they want to be both done with each other, I guess, and send them back. Send me back as well. Refund the cost. You said you're cheap, but you're too much. Yeah. So, and again, I've never heard people talk about this, talk about relationships in this way. And again, the words that they would use here, because it does say there is a annotation here on genius.com for this bridge, and it talks about how, again, note the word choice of goods, work, refund, cheap, all words used to describe products bought and sold, and again, how they would apply this to a relationship, a damaged relationship, damaged goods too, damaged goods being these two people. And again, the way John is delivering this, John, if he's the person in the song or whoever he's talking about in the song, he's also a damaged good. But aren't we all? My goodness gracious. Anyways, third verse, your kiss so sweet, your sweat so sour. I love it so much. They keep repeating that. Sometimes I'm thinking that I love you. So we've gone over that. But again, I just love, I don't know, I just can't get over that line of your sweat so sour. I've just never heard anyone talking about sweat before. And again, this isn't a love song really, because again, this is a we're done song. But again, he's talking about their sweat so much, and it's just like, again, you have to be someone else's sweat. To be attracted to that, it's just like, I don't think everyone is attracted to someone else's sweat. But anyway, I'm kissing you goodbye. I'm kissing you goodbye. And again, I just love this. And then, I'm kissing you goodbye, on and on. And then the goodbyes, how the song finishes off with the, goodbye repeated many times. Because again, it's nice because, the song's over and they're saying goodbye to me. So I really enjoyed that too. But anyway, I did want to talk about one other thing here on songfacts.com where, what's his name? Hold the phone. I just wanted to bring up a quote here, because again, sometimes I like to read quotes, and this is from John King, who told Clash magazine, I guess, but anyway, he said, the song was on our debut Fast Product EP, which became a big indie hit, but we weren't being paid a cent for it, for our work, and we were majorly ripped off, so we re-recorded it for entertainment. He said, I regret not punching out the bloke who ran the label. And also said, we're often asked, why did you sign to a major label if you're so alternative? He said, EMI at least paid us for the records it sold. So, again, you want, you make money, or you make music, but you gotta have some money as well. And, it's just like, I guess some people might have thought they sold out or whatever. If you're so alternative, why did you sign to a label? But anyway, and I guess, you can see that as well. But again, John just saying, at least we got paid from them. But yeah, I really enjoy this, I have to say. I just love the comparisons here with a relationship to a transaction. And again, just like send them back, send me back. We're all just damaged goods. It's not working, my God. And again, the way that the drums sound, the way that the bass and the guitar sound, again, it's so late 70s. It is that era. You can just tell. And again, you can also, like I said before, but you can just tell these guys were just starting out. You can hear that in their sound. And and again, the guitar and the bass just worked so well together here, in sync so well together. And John King, which is perfect for this type of song, because again, his voice is kind of like I said before, not really, I don't know if I want to say whiny, but his voice is just obviously distinct, and he's just really telling you how he feels. So anyway, I guess that's all I gotta say. So thanks for watching, thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate all the support, and I finally got to Gang of Four, and I am not disappointed. This was very good. There are a couple other songs that I need to do, probably, because again, they've been requested a few times. But anyway, did Damaged Goods. It was good. So I'll see you guys again soon. Have a good one wherever you are.